Engagement, a coaching clinic about which you'll be hearing very, very shortly, featuring stars, not just from overseas. And we're going to have Champions League winners, we're going to have Premier League winners, we're going to have superstars of world football coming, but also a selection of Singaporean people who have put more into football in this country, I think, as players than anybody else could have done down the years. When the team plays on the 21st, you're going to have well over 1,000 caps on the show, and that is fantastic to see people giving back, and Alex is just one of those who's going to be as part of that team here today. So before we do anything else, let's just get the two major partners involved to tell us a bit more about this one, starting off with the man on my right, who is the founder of World Football Legends, who needs no real introduction because you know him so well and you've seen him doing this down the years here in Singapore. Ian Holohan is here. Ian, take that one and I'll just give you another minute.
Right, good morning. Have you got the right seat?
Whichever you want.
Morning all. Thanks John for the introduction, and thank you everyone for coming on such short notice. This was only made possible thanks to StarHub. We had an amazing 10 days of crossing T's and dotting I's, but it was done super fast because I think everyone sees the future in what we're doing with the football festival. And obviously thanks to John and Alex for being available today. John actually delayed his flight by 1 day so he could be here for us to support the World Football Legends and the StarHub Football Festival. So very much appreciate that, John. I'll give you a little brief intro onto why we're so passionate about what we do over the last 12 years of being here in Singapore. I remember coming here 28 years ago and going to the old stadium, the old National Stadium, where you couldn't get a ticket to get in the ground. And the days like that was a passionate day. You would take your kids on the MRT, you would take your kids on a bus to go and see a full stadium. And the most important thing about that turns back to probably John's childhood and Alex's childhood and my childhood. My dad took me to football from the age of 5. Used to tell me to walk down a road, meet him at the pub, and then he would take me in to watch football. Football was our passion, football was our life, and football was the way we were brought up. And we're trying to get that back into Singapore, and the only way to do that is to get the parents and all the sponsors to get behind the kids. So obviously what John mentioned is we're going to put on a unique type of coaching clinic. Was that shining off my head?
I couldn't believe you were able to still talk about me like this, to be honest with you.
You know, a unique type of coaching clinic which John and I have just been involved in Brunei, but obviously in Singapore we do it bigger and better than anyone else, so that's another one of our slogans. To top it off with a great slogan here of love football as a family day. So that's what we're going to bring to the hub. And thanks to everyone that's here. I know everyone does all the thank yous at the end, but this is a big thank you to Camille, Lillian and Grace, who's all the way in America, for making this happen. There might be a few little hiccups, but we've not been around for the last 6 days, and this is the third one that we've done in 6 days, John, or 5 days? 6 days. It's been chaotic, so bear with us if there's any teething problems, but we will make sure that on event day it runs smoothly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ian Holohan there. You'll be hearing plenty more from Ian in just a moment here, and I should spell out that what we're going to do is we're going to have some overview comments from the two partners involved in this one. Ian, you can step down for just a moment here, because we're going to get some thoughts from StarHub, who of course are making this possible in collaboration with WFL. So let's bring the Vice President for Entertainment from StarHub to the stage, and he is Yan Kok Year. Yan, thanks very much for being here this morning.
Thank you. Thanks, John, and good pronunciation for the family name. So. Really thought there. So I'm not a native speaker, so I'm going to read my speech, otherwise you won't understand. And I hope you'll still bear with my French accent. So yeah, I'm Yan Kok Year, the head of entertainment at StarHub, and really I want to thank you for joining us today. So we're really delighted to work with WFL to organize this event and to bring StarHub Football Festival to life. So WFL's vision to enhance grassroots football really aligns with our Football for All initiatives. Both organizations want to bring the local community closer through football. And we want to bring the beautiful game to Singapore in a way that's never been done before. At Star, we really believe in the power of sports to bring fans together and foster community spirit. It's not football related, but I think it's worth mentioning. It was not too long ago we organized a big event for the workers. This was the final of the Cricket World Cup, and we gathered 5,000 workers in dormitories and projected the final there. It was such a lovely event, really heartwarming. And this is really what we mean by giving back to the community. We feel it's our duty as a grassroots operator. It's really